Hey guys, I'm MG, and today I'll be looking at Thor, which is a 2011 American superhero film that is based on the comics with the same name, and it was also directed by Kenneth Branagh and written by a whole lot of people. It also stars Chris Hemsworth as the main character, Thor. However, why don't we stop flying around and start reviewing right now? This film is a nice little introduction to Thor's character, and I generally really like the film. But when I say like, I only mean it's really good, since I didn't find this film to be that special. It's more like Spider-Man in that way. While it has a great outline for the start of a franchise, it doesn't quite hit the highs for something like Iron Man or X-Men, but both for different reasons. You see, with Spider-Man, there was a good amount of flaws in it that made me think it was only good, but not really good. With Thor, it's less the same thing, and it doesn't have many flaws, unlike Spider-Man. I just don't find it very special, which is pretty much why it's not great. It does have a lot of great elements that I did admire, but I didn't connect with them as much as I did for Iron Man, which made it a joy to watch. Thor is still a joy to watch, but not nearly on the same level, which is why I can't consider it the best. And it still has a couple of flaws here and there, with the biggest one being the pacing. This film is paced well enough, but there were a few moments, mainly in the first half, where scenes feel really rushed. Like when Thor wakes up in a hospital. It's over before we know it, which is not what you want for a film. Some of the characters were also really pointless. Like Thor's friends. They have good actors among them, but they don't really have a lot of personality, nor are they shown as Thor's friends in a compelling enough way for me to care about them. And this issue is especially clear for Eric and Darcy, both of whom are really bland. Especially Eric, who has nothing to do in the film outside of being mistrustful and rude to Thor, and he tells Thor to leave town, but then forgets about it, so that makes no sense. And Darcy doesn't fare much better. You basically forget she's in the film, and she wasn't very funny, with her comedy not really working for me. But Stellan Skarsgard and Kat Dennings were still solid in their acting. The visual effects are hit and miss as well. The environment and monsters look really nice, and it has aged well, but some of the visuals look a bit wonky. Like the clouds over fire. S.H.I.E.L.D. also has nothing to do in the story, and is only there as an obstacle for the characters. But the Hawkeye cameo was nice, so I'll give it that. But in general, I just didn't find this movie anything special, and that it works well enough for what it does, but not perfectly. However, it still has a bunch of aspects that I really found enjoyable, like the characters. Thor was a really fun protagonist, with a solid character arc of getting over his arrogance, and actually thinking about other people, with fun interactions between other characters, and a thrilling performance from Chris Hemsworth. Jane Foster was really likable, and she has nice chemistry with Thor that, while it was predictable, it's still really heartwarming. And Natalie Portman was really natural in her acting. Loki was a really scary villain, with a smart plan, numerous amounts of evil moments, and an intriguing performance from Tom Hiddleston. Luffy was also menacing enough, with intimidating acting from Colm Feore. Heimdall was really cool, with Idris Elba doing a good job of showing his personality. And Odin was a really nice character, with a cute relationship between his sons, and a compelling performance from Anthony Hopkins. The action scenes were really entertaining as well. The fight in Time was really tense, with some slick editing that makes it stand out. The base fight was pretty exciting, and even though it was simplistic, it was still effective. The destroyer attack was really enticing, and the final fight was a really nice way to end a film that enhances the character strength of Thor and Loki, which I appreciate. The story was mostly well paced, and it was quite effective, despite its simplicity. The cinematography was really well made, and truly brought the setting to life. The music is also really amusing, and it does a good job highlighting this film's excitement and emotion, which I really enjoyed. And overall, this movie doesn't quite hit the highs of the MCU, but it's still a really good time, and I would recommend it for everyone. 7.6 out of 10. Goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye.